yes. African Fight Fam. Boom, here we are. Today we're not doing solo intros. I'm just going to ramble and then you get along with it. First of all, apologies. We were not live last week. Well, life happened. But yes, that means that we missed some couple of news. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start introducing from my left. Looks like Toby has good internet connection. Well, it's Toby Aderemi. I've already introduced. Toby, what's up?
I'm good, guys. Welcome back again. Let's get this podcast started. Let's go.
Toby, get positive energy today. Bring the ginger. I love to see it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to my right, he's a very righteous man. Ladies and gentlemen, Yoruba demon, President Israel Adesanya fan club, King Dems, Demola. What's up, Dems?
Hello, everybody. Let's get this party started. Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, you might be shy, but I'm just going to help you do the plug here. Demola has a new podcast, guys. It's called King Dems Podcast. Actually, go to his Instagram and every link you need will be there, all the details, and we'll plug it some more in the end. Yes, if you are in the comment section, please feel free to chime in. We got Norizuka 99K already in here. Demola, this name sounds like someone that is coming from your clan. Is this somebody you know, Demola?
Nah, no way. No way. Norizuka.
Shout out to Norizuka. Thank you for tuning with us. All right, guys. Last week was a crazy week, right? When we decided that we were not going to be live last week, then all of a sudden, boom, we heard that Dricus Du Plessis is going to indeed fight for the UFC middleweight title against Sean Strickland, and that is in January. Ladies and gentlemen, this is massive for African MMA. You guys have no idea how stoked I am about this. But before you hear my opinions about this fight or all the angles that we're going to discuss, I want to ask Toby first. Toby, what was your first thoughts when you heard about this fight announcement?
I was excited. I can't even lie. Like, I cannot wait for this fight. If you follow our social media, you'll have been seeing that, Dricus has been highlighting some one or two posts. When we posted that, he has better boxing than Strickland, my guy was liking it, was feeling. I'm like, yo, Dricus is ready. Let's go. But this one is going to be mad. I swear, like, Strickland is. I don't want to. Well, whatever I did with Adesanya in that octagon, it's going to have the entirely opposite, coming his way in Dricus, because Dricus is not going to try and be technical and all of that. Dricus is ready to ball. Dricus is going to get in there with you. Let's go. So I'm really excited that Dricus got his opportunity, though. Yeah. Before I ramble too much,
well, if you are a loyalist of this show, we already know that Toby is not the biggest fan of Dricus Du Plessis. We already know that. So, Toby, are you in your hearts of hearts happy about this? Okay, I believe you.
Better Dricus than Strickland. I mean, Strickland is the worst champion in the history of like all the shit he has been talking about. The women MMA division. I'm like, somebody just beat this guy and let him not be relevant anymore. Like,
well, I'm going to tell you guys what I feel about this fight, but I want to take the Demola's perspective first. Demola, I know Demola is going to start acting like an oracle and start telling us, I told you. So Demola, this is your chance. What have you told us?
Okay. I'm actually happy for Dricus. I am happy for Dricus because I was one of those people who were criticizing him for not taking that title shot, right? When he wasn't ready. But apparently life happens, and what would be a destiny would be a destiny. So I'm very positive about his chances against Strickland. See what he did to Whittaker? I think it's going to be a part 2 of that movie. And, shout out to him. And let's see how... I'm excited to see how things unfold. Dricus taking the title, and then who is going to be the next challenger for that title. You kind of write the script.
All right. I know where you are headed, but before I react to that, we've got Norizuka here. Norizuka seems to be riding with us today. He says, or she says, or they say, because this day you have to be gender appropriate. I am not a fan of Dricus as well, but I feel like he's well-rounded fighter compared to awkward Strickland. Well, I feel like Dricus is more awkward than Strickland, because Strickland, you know what you are getting with that his Philly boxing they call it, but you know what he's going to do. But Dricus, when you watch Dricus, he's one of the most orthodox and not very eye-pleasing type of fighter that is extremely effective and he packs power in his hands. But that's me reacting to Norizuka. But regardless, I'm going to tell you guys why I feel. So everybody that knows me knows that I'm a huge pro wrestling mark. That means that I am a fan of storytelling. That is one. Two, I'm a fan of African MMA, hence the African Fighters podcast. But when storyline comes with MMA and then gets involved with Africa, that's my bread and butter. Dricus Du Plessis versus Israel Adesanya is every African fight fan wet dream. Because
No.
first of all, I am Nigerian, right? I am Nigerian. Even when that fight happens, you obviously know who I would support. But right now, I religiously want Dricus to win. And I don't think it's not just me. I think even the UFC wants Dricus to win because he is a better company man than Strickland is. And I think potentially Dricus winning that title opens more market for the UFC in Africa because now when Dricus wins, he's going to explode. That he has not exploded already in South Africa. His popularity will be big enough for him to carry a fight card or a pay-per-view in South Africa. So with that reason, I think I am on board. And also, Dracos has been kind enough to give us an interview before, so we've known Dracos just one fight into the UFC. We've been on this guy's meat. But shout out to shout out to Dracos, shout out to all the South Africans following us. uh, this is something we love to see. Is there any talking points with this fight that you want to bring up, Toby? All right, Toby is frozen. How about you, Damola?
With Strickland versus Dricus, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I think I'm like really excited, and like you guys said earlier, right? Um, you said something about Strickland not being a company man. I think he is a company man, but then he is not uh, a politically correct champion. You know,
That's
there are
that's that's what I mean.
expectations,
That's what I
there are
mean. That's what
expectations
I
you have
mean.
of a champion, right? And then
Hmm.
the kind of controversial things that he keeps saying and keeps doing. Nah, it's not a good look into
He's
the eye, right?
he's it's not a good look. He says he's going to try to be like the proper
Yeah,
company man,
yeah,
blah blah blah. But
it's
we
not.
know we know he can't. Um, but again, we wrote him off against Easy. I guess maybe to be honest, not just me, you, everybody's going to write him off again now against Strikers. And I believe if he comes and wins this fight and surprises us,
He
then
will be
okay,
the
then I
biggest
believe that will be
villain.
high.
He will be
That's
the
the
biggest
high time.
villain
That's the high time that we'll stop
in
writing him
UFC
off. But
history.
Toby, you seem you are back now. Can you hear me? Okay, great.
Yep.
Do you have any other talking points you want to touch with regards to Dricus
Now
on
Dricus is going to
Strickland?
win. I believe. Let's go.
All right. When the fight gets closer, obviously we have lots of time to break down the fight and have some technical analysis in
Okay.
there,
I
going
don't
in
think they
there.
can.
So, yeah. So we are going to move next.